Hey guys, welcome back to FemmeHead. Today, I want to talk about quitting my job because I think my experiences and thoughts could be beneficial to some of you out there. So this goal of quitting my job has been in the making for years. Obviously, I think once anyone starts to pursue an entrepreneurial path, that is the end goal, is to whatever you're working to create to support you full time. And so this has been in the making for years, even before FemmeHead existed. So let's go back to graduation of college. Graduation is approaching and I'm listening to all of my friends and classmates talk about where they're moving, the jobs they've gotten, the places they're gonna live. And I'm just like, I have no idea what I wanna do with my life. And graduation is coming and everyone else has a plan and knows what they're doing. And I have no idea what I want to do. I'm moving back home, moving into my parents' basement, the very cliche thing, my bedroom was in the basement. It's gonna be okay, I'm gonna figure it out. I don't need to be in a rush. So I like to use the analogy of explaining graduation for a lot of people. I read it in a book somewhere, but it's like being dropped into the middle of the ocean. And you can swim any way you want, but it's a matter of deciding which way to swim. And it's because for so long in our lives, we had a pretty clear path set out in front of us. Then you get done with college and it's like, okay, great, you can do whatever you want now. But that freedom is overwhelming. The freedom of decision is overwhelming for someone that has kind of had it set out for them for so long. I had all these options, I could do whatever I wanted, but I could not decide which way to start swimming, and that was the hardest thing. So I knew I wanted freedom in my life, freedom to travel, flexibility, and I wanted to wake up each day excited about what I got to do that day for work. So the biggest challenge was once I kind of decided, hey, this is something I'm really interested in, passionate about, and I think it's worth pursuing. I had all this knowledge surrounding female menstrual health, and I didn't know how to start putting myself out there or where to start with the quote-unquote business. I thought it would be a great way to just start putting myself out there. So I didn't expect anything out of YouTube, nothing at all, except for building my confidence talking about the subject, because I went a long time not being able to talk about what I was interested in with other people. I stumbled over my words and all of that. But what I discovered was this incredible online community of just people that were interested in the same things as me. So the next step for me after showing up consistently on YouTube was my time with a life coach, Vienda Maria. I will link her website down below. So before Vienda, I used to second guess every decision, every thought, everything I did. My biggest takeaway from Vienda was, of course you're going to do this. What tangible steps can we take today to get you to that goal? And it sounds so simple, but I could not wrap my mind around that before. So because of Vienda, I created FemmeHead.com, which is probably crazy to some people. Why wouldn't you create a website? But it was those sort of things that I'm like, I don't know if I should create a website. I don't know if I need one. I don't know what I'd put on there. And she's like, of course you're gonna create a website. You need a website. I started creating courses, offering one-on-one coaching, putting out my weekly email, writing 2 blogs a week, those sort of things. I can't imagine where I'd be without her or without making those steps. And without those steps, I would not be where I am today in a position where I could quit my part-time job. The next huge step came last summer in 2016. I decided to stop treating FemmeHead as a hobby and decided to start showing up to FemmeHead every single day like it was my full-time job. Because if you're not going to show up to it and if you're not going to view it as your job, how do you expect it to grow into that? How do you expect other people to think it's that? And I can't even begin to tell you what that change in perspective did for me personally, but also for how I saw the potential of FemmeHead grow. And around this time, I started reading the book Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert. I can't remember exactly how she said it, but essentially her message was, don't force your passion to support you, support your passion. And that really helped me because at the time I was struggling with wanting this to be my identity, wanting this to be my thing, but it not being able to support me. This change made me look at my other job in a whole new light. I became grateful and thankful for what it was able to provide me, not only financially, but the flexibility to pursue this and to travel. That was a big switch in thinking that was very important. So as 2017 approached, I made this outlandish goal probably, and I've made it time and time again and always failed to achieve it. I never had the revenue set up to support me, so I'd always get to that point and fail. So I kind of let go of that with reading Big Magic and just said, if this is going to support me one day, it's going to support me. If it's not, it's not, and I will support both of us. As 2017 approached, I just kind of went, I think I'm almost at that point. I think I'm almost at that point to where FemmeHead could support me. So I decided to start paying attention to my finances. When I stopped being scared of money, when I stopped being angry at money, and I changed my relationship to it, great things started to happen. 2 months of tracking every dollar in and every dollar out meticulously, I was able to see where I was at financially. And because of that, I was able to say, I can do this. I can let go of my job. I am so grateful. I am so thankful for that job. Even though it's not what I wanted to do for the rest of my life, I am so grateful for what it provided me during those almost 4 years. I'm incredibly thankful for what FemmeHead has provided me. It has completely evolved who I am as a person, and I am incredibly grateful for all the beautiful humans it has allowed me to connect with and continuously connect with. My little community online pushes me to just keep growing, keep creating new and exciting, important content, because there are people out there that find all of this relevant, all of this important, because it is important and it's not just me that thinks that. Don't forget to subscribe, because you'll get more awesome menstrual magic and other FemmeHead stuff. I have all the links to my social media, as well as my website that I talked about, and my courses and coaching that you can check out. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you real soon. Bye.